It absolutely never feels like there is a someone here doing or not doing anything or nothing. It is utterly obvious, always, that there are no things or non-things, no time or non-time, and that this worded world, this dream of separation, is beautifully written by the thought stream made of learned, shared words. And someone may say, well, I go to the faucet, I turn it on, the water comes out, and it is impossible really to see that just in that sentence all these things are created: a you, a faucet, water. These things exist only in the naming of them. And someone may say, well, there's all these things going on that are not thought. And in that sentence, all these things going on are now things created by thought. Thought creates itself by the naming of it. Thought creates a thing called mind, which is the thought stream. And somehow it is believed to be a separate thing. And the goal of so many is to try to change or slow down or manipulate thought in some way. And yet, as they are the thought stream, all of this trying just creates this endless circle, this spinning of thought, which seemingly has someone or thing in the center. And it is not, thought is not the thing, but things are thought. So emotions seem to be a thing created by thought, by the naming of them. Self is the most beautiful thought dream. I am an imaginary self, written beautifully by the thought stream. There's nothing underneath thought. There is no one having thought. There is no outside or inside to thought, as inside and outside, like all this and that, are created by thought. There is no before thought and no after thought, because before and after are all created by thought. And people looking for enlightenment, for this shift in perspective, it's kind of a rewiring of the brain, because as life happens all by itself, so does enlightenment. And the idea that you can do something to get this creates the feeling that there is a you here and a goal there and a distance to cross. But it's an imaginary distance and an imaginary goal. For if part of enlightenment is realizing that there is no self, then how could this possibly happen to you? And it's natural to want something more or better or other, to long for this never arising next. And even by examining these concepts, it's obvious that there is no more than this. There is no better, there is no other, there is no next. And yet belief in these things persists. So as you are, these beliefs, this dream of separation, there's really nothing you can do or not do, because you are imaginary. I am an imaginary character. And this dream of imaginary separation is most beautiful. This is where we live, in this worded world, this conceptual world. This is where love and beauty live. When belief in the dream ends, the feeling of separation ends. And so it is always like a sweeping love of this infinite spaciousness without space, and simultaneously a constant falling in love with all and everything, just as it seems to appear. It's like dancing on the edge of a feather between love and nothing at all. And some people who will say, well, there's been a realization that there is no self, and all there is the wind flowing and insects buzzing and flowers blooming. And yet this is all the story. Wind is created by thought, movement. All of these things are thought created. How marvelous, how spectacular is it that this dream of separation includes the dream of enlightenment. For enlightenment is not escaping the dream or transcending the dream or awakening from the dream. It is just the dream of no longer believing in the dream. And separation is no longer felt. And it's not like there's a calm, peaceful ease in the center of the dream. This ease or this love, which has erased all imaginary lines, subsumes the dream of separation. Both exist simultaneously. And there is no both.